Zebec discovery, no one is talking about. I tell you right now, nobody's talking about this. I made some connections, and I think from these connections, you can connect Zebec, you can connect XPR, and you can connect a Fortune 500 company. Okay? So I love to hear your opinion at the end of the show to see if you agree with me. Okay? And as always, we're close to 10K subscribers. We're at 6,300 right now. Let's get to 7,000. And as always, cue my guy Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Boom. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe it was Blackrue Investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting, so we binge on our Blackrue Investing. Best believe it was Blackrue Investing. Dark horse in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue Investing. Best believe it was Blackrue Investing.
What is up, guys? We're gonna hit you with our partner DCENT. Okay, DCENT Wallet. You can store your XP, or you can store your XCN. You can store your ZBCN on DCENT Wallet. Let's hit you with that commercial right now.
Your crypto deserves the best protection. So why settle for less? DCENT Crypto Wallet isn't just another wallet. It's safe, secure, easy to use, and supports your favorite cryptocurrencies all at the touch of a button. And now with my exclusive link, you'll save $30 on your new wallet. Better security, smarter investing, $30 in your pocket. Click on the link now and secure your better security today.
$30 for one wallet, $99 for two. Really love DCENT Wallet. If you really want to help the show and help yourself with a DCENT wallet, cold storage wallet, gotta have it for sure, right? This is such huge news. I don't know that anyone has connected this. I am very, very excited to bring this news to you today. Now, this is all going to be kind of speculation on my part, but it's an educated speculation, okay? Because there's no announcements officially from the companies. But if you follow the tea leaves, you can see that these companies are probably involved, okay? So I can see some regulars in here. What's up, Yazid? Yair Bey in the house. What's up, Bugatti? What's up, Abe? Nice to have you guys in the house. Now let's get just straight into this, okay? I'm going to share the screen here. What's up, Dave F? Now, Fortune 500 company. Oops, let me not share that one. And let me stop the sharing again, because last time we did that, we had something happen that I wasn't a fan of. Okay, so let's do this here. Boom. Okay. Company called Fiserv. If you're not familiar with Fiserv, they're a Fortune 500 company. They're partnered with another cryptocurrency that we're going to mention a little bit later here. This is them on the NASDAQ. You can see they went all the way up to around $237, went down to about 172, but kind of coming back on the rise. But with us having this whole Genius Act being passed, what have we said, right? That some banks will want to create their own stablecoin. Well, guess what? Fiserv created its own stablecoin. Mastercard partners with Fiserv to accelerate mainstream stablecoin adoption. Okay. The companies will explore how Mastercard's global network of financial institutions, including issuers and acquirers, can enable FiUSD across their solutions and a wide range of use cases. So Mastercard is deepening its partnership with Fiserv. We just showed you its NASDAQ ticker, Fi, to integrate its new Fiserv token across a range of Mastercard products, services, expanding stablecoin adoption and utility for their shared customers around the world. So key takeaways here. connectivity to Mastercard's multi-token network, MTN. Fiserv's digital asset platform powered by Finact can leverage Mastercard MTN to bring off-the-shelf support for programmable on-chain commerce for banks. Okay. And then we have, okay, so we got what we want to kind of take away from this article. And then this article is really, really telling here from Fiserv themselves. Then this was June 23rd for this article here for Fiserv, which I didn't show you yet. This is June 24th. And then if we go to this one, Fiserv launches new Fi USD stablecoin for financial institutions. Now, here's where we kind of come into Zebec here. Fiserv expects to use stablecoin infrastructure for Paxos and Circle with the intention of making it interoperable with several leading stablecoins, and it will be available to Fiserv clients via Solana. Okay. Now, we can get a little bit deeper into this, but those are the key takeaways, okay? Circle, Paxos, Solana, okay? Now, realize this is built on Mastercard, which we just showed you, right? So I think this involves Zebec because not only is Circle involved, but Solana's involved. So basically what did they do? They white labeled their carbon card. Now let's go over to Zebec Carbon, okay? Zebec Carbon Card. Zebec Carbon Card. So remember, you don't necessarily have to KYC. And I think you don't have to KYC because Gate Knox might have already been built into this thing. That's why you really don't have to KYC. Because DID might have been already built in. That might have already had that thing together with Gate Knox. Okay. So that's an interesting thing to speculate. That's my speculation. But you can see here that this Zebec Carbon Card is built on Mastercard. Okay. And it allows you to use, okay, so from Solana to Ethereum, Carbon supports a wide range of tokens. So of course we know it supports a Solana because that's what Zebec is on, right? And then it says backed by USD, accepted globally on the Mastercard network. So this says to me that maybe they kind of white labeled their Zebec Carbon Card and kind of used it for Fiserv, okay? But on top of that, who could have helped with this? Metallicus, because guess who one of their partners are? Fiserv. Guess with their metal dollar, we go to that, we share that. So their metal dollar, it uses USDC, PayPal USD, and USDP, Paxos. So again, if we go and look at their their treasury for metal dollar, you can see USDC, Paxos, and PayPal USD, which articles call out for Fiserv that they support all of these stablecoins. And we know Fiserv is partnered with Metallicus. So maybe Metallicus and ZBCN came together to do this for Fiserv through Mastercard. This is my speculation here, okay? This is my speculation here. Not only, and you see here, they have Stablecoin Pilot. Stablecoin Pilot gives financial institutions a risky way to explore stablecoin. Oh, I'm not sure. Sorry. Stablecoin Pilot program gives financial institutions a risk-free way to explore stablecoin infrastructure in a regulatory aligned sandbox without the need to custody digital assets, only available for a metal blockchain innovation program. So also, we recently had tweets from Marshall Hayner that this is something that they could do. So let me pull that tweet up. Maybe he said that because they had already done it. Okay, they already done it. So to me, this is Metallica's coming together with Mastercard and Zebec to do this for Fiserv. So let me see if I can find that post from Marshall Hayner. I referenced it in a video a couple days ago, but we're gonna find it here because it directly goes into what we're talking about today. Okay, not too far away from it now. Or I might have passed it if you just give me a couple seconds here. So what do you guys think? Okay, I got it. Here we go. Wait, oh, this is the wrong one from him. Okay, so okay, this was a different one. I thought this was the one here. Okay, no. Okay, we got to go up. I passed it. I know which one it is now. Sorry, guys. I thought it was that. And shout out to Marshall Hayner. He likes my posts sometimes, so that I'll respond to his stuff. So shout out to him for that. That's cool, man. Okay, right here. So he says, and this was June 30th. This is the vision of Metallica's TDBN, in which every credit union, bank, and financial institution can have their own dedicated stablecoin and chain with Metal blockchain, a basket currency, Metal dollar for them to trade on Metal app and every crypto platform around the world. So maybe Marshall already did it, and he liked the post here. Let me see if I can show you that he liked the post. That was cool of him. That was really cool of him. So, let me know, what do you guys think? Are we on to something there? I think we're on to something. Because for these guys to call out that it works on Solana, it also works with Circle, and it's Fiserv, which we know is partnered with XPR. Maybe they got together and did this. Okay. Now there could also be an XEN connection, because they say that this works with JP Morgan's network. Let me see if I can find that for you. Okay, so it's monumental. This is like really cool that the Genius Act passed, and once the Genius Act passed, it opened the door for this to be able to happen. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. So this must be in one of our other posts here. Okay, so here it is. So this is for Zebec launches his crypto debit card with Mastercard. Zebec payments protocol built on Solana blockchain has launched its crypto debit card Zebec Carbon in collaboration with Mastercard. This card helps bridge the gap between cryptocurrencies and traditional finance by enabling seamless digital assets at any location where a Mastercard is accepted. Okay. The card does not require standard ID checks. And see, we thought it might have been privacy, but maybe they already have it embedded within the gate knocks. Maybe the gate knocks is already embedded within here. Okay. Where they don't really need your ID because they kind of have it already through Google App and Apple Pay. So they can kind of already have the DID for you. So it's not even required that they, go through all of this. which is so cool, right? In that blockchain, AI, all of that they have embedded into the Zebec card, into the Zebec platform, makes it so they don't even need to do the ID check because they already have the DID embedded in it. If we go down here, okay. Mastercard itself has been making significant moves in the space. The company has recently integrated its multi-token network with JP Morgan's Connexus digital payments platform to facilitate cross-border blockchain transactions. Okay, so there's your XCN connection. So Mastercard is already using its Mastercard multi-token network with JP Morgan's Connexus or JP Morgan's Onyx, which it used to be called because it's basically Onyx or XCN, right? So XCN is right under, probably, this is again a little bit speculation on my part, that this is calling out Mastercard's multi-token network being integrated with JP Morgan's Connexus, and that Connexus is basically, without saying it, the Onyx XCN platform. So that's crazy. That's crazy to think about. So if you put this all together, right? If you put this all together, this is ZBCN or Zebec combining with XPR, combining with XCN through Mastercard, through Visa, and through Solana, okay, and Circle, okay. So all of this together to form Fiserv's own debit card, own US or Fi USD stablecoin, okay. Now, I want to see what you guys think about this. I think we've connected the tea leaves like very well, right? There's a couple different things that they have here for us as far as like articles, and each article gave us a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And if we looked at, Zebec's carbon card, and we looked at Metallicus, it's clear that they have all the tools for this. And since Fiserv is a partner of XPR and Circle and Visa and Solana are a partner of Zebec, it just all makes sense to me. So let me see what you guys think about this. All right, let's look at the comments here. What's up, 8 out of move 333? Yo. What's up, Bugatti 11? What up, bro? Zebec at $1. Let's go. What's your Zebec price predictions after rates cut, my G? You know what? I'm not sure. Everybody always talks about these rates cuts like they're like to me the rate cuts don't matter as much as like if the XRP ETF happens or something like that. Like those things are more important than the word rate cuts to me. Okay. So I really don't really concern myself with the rate cuts that much. I'm more looking for things like XRP ETF, ISO 20022 going live, stuff like that. Which, by the way, ISO 20022 goes live in 13 days. 13 days. Okay. So, Zebec, for Rockets, let's go. Bay in the house. Fire commercial, my dude. Appreciate it. What up, cuz? What's up, brother, man? Ron Zingler. I hooked up and sold and put it into ICP. Oh man, that's up to you, brother. That's up to you. Um, don't forget about me. What's up, Paul Andrew? No, of course not, brother. Uh, I'm loving these comments. They try to get back into it, and it drops a little bit more. What's up, Gerald Draper? Eating fellows, the back holders. Yeah, I see you. Hey, Rue Crew, what's up, sis? Hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Thank you. Yeah, definitely like and subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. We just went over on X. We just went over 3,000 followers. Definitely appreciate that. All you guys who follow me over here on X. We're definitely trying to get monetized over there. So definitely follow me over there where we give you custom mind maps like this. And we go live over there as well. And definitely check out the Patreon. We're expanding the Patreon where we're gonna do like weekly, like kind of open mic nights and things like that. We did a stock list over on Patreon. It's doing very, very well. And we do like bi-weekly watch list for crypto, which is doing well. Definitely check out the Patreon if you haven't already. And we're also doing futures trading. If you look up there and see that QR code, that's for BTCC, where you can do futures trading. If July is expecting, or as like kind of old folks say, fixing. If July is fixing to be a big month like we think it's going to be for crypto, maybe you want to take advantage of futures trading. You get free USD if you fund your account. So the QR code is there if you want to do that. Thoughts on ICP? ICP is fine. I just think, there might be bigger and better things out here. The tech is good with ICP. Everybody loves the tech. Everybody loves the tech. But, given what I just showed you with ZBCN, XPR, and ZBCN or XCN, I think there's a lot to like right there, right? There's a lot to like right there. To me, it looks like they pretty much gave Fiserv a Zebec carbon card, which they kind of hooked into, XPR's network. But don't quote me on that, right? Because we know, and we just showed you, Fiserv is a partner of XPR. Okay, and also, by the way, since we're kind of on this note, and we're talking about XEN, guess who funded XEN? Okay, funds and backers for Onyx Coin. Fiserv. Oh, look at that! Look at that! And it looks like to me, and shout out to Shook Focus Digital. He's like the honest coinologist out there. I think he made this connection too, where he basically said Onyx Coin is JP Morgan. Onyx Coin is BlackRock. I think he might be right, bro. I think he might be right. So basically they just said, according to this article, right? Where they were like, where was it? Was it this one? Where they basically said they integrated ooh, this is pretty good to look at too. Let's bring this up. So this is an article saying Solana-based Zebec card launches crypto debit card with Mastercard. They also let you know that on it, the card runs on the Linea network and supports USDC, USDT, and wrapped ETH. So pretty cool there. And it employs the recently integrated multi-token network with JP Morgan's Connexy's digital payments platform to facilitate cross-border payments. So even this one says it here too. Partners with to enhance cross-border payments via blockchain integration, faster and transparent B2B transactions. We know B2B transactions is something that XCN is always highlighted. So again, this is another article. Whoever wrote this one for Crypto News wrote this one in TradingView. But of course, we got that same deal here with Coin World, where they told us it connects there. JP Morgan's Connexys. So there's a lot of reason to believe these connections are right. There's a lot of reason to believe these are right. Oh, and Onyx Coin, of course, investors are Visa, and we know Visa and Solana have dealings, right? So all the tea leaves are there, in my opinion. In my opinion, they're there. You already know Bugatti. Let's see here. Imagine if Zebec hits $2 for sure. What's up, Prospector? Good morning. Good morning. If it hits $2, I'm retiring. You ain't the only one, bro. Same here. I'm gonna buy Thunder, the Thunder tank if it hits $2. What's up, Phantom Beats? You're gonna be selling way before that, Yazzie. What's up, Sharp Mizzle 21? What's up, Ocean View Coffee Shop? ZBCN. What's up, Jack Thompson? Shalom, shalom, brother. How's it going? The people that make it to $1 will be buying around 30 cents. 100%. Yup. And they'll still be saying stuff like, oh, it's a scam, even though we've shown you so many times how it connects to so many things. So, again, let's go to Zebec here. And look at the partners. Circle. Coinbase Ventures, Gemini, Brayer Capital. Interestingly enough, Brayer Capital, right? If we go look at Circle and we go look at funding rounds for Circle, let's see if we can find it here. It's on to show you something. Let's see, Circle. Because Brayer Capital is one of the first people to fund Circle. So when Simon says, as goes Circle, so goes ZBCN, that's not hyperbole. He's not lying. It's not cap. It's true when he's saying what he's saying here. Let's see here. Funding rounds. Did I go to the wrong thing? Sorry. Okay, there we go. So we go all the way down. November 1st, 2013. Jim Brayer of Brayer Capital was one of the first investors, 9 million. Then we have Pantera Capital coming in here, Digital Currency Group, Brayer Capital, again, Goldman Sachs, Brayer. This is, by the way, this is Circle, Baidu. And then eventually we even have BlackRock coming in here. in 2022. But Jim Breyer was one of the first. And if we go to him, and first of all, we know that his company, Breyer Capital, was one of the is a lead investor in Zebec, by the way. And we look at his website and we go to portfolio, and we go scrolling down. Well, let's not scroll. Let's see if we can feature. It won't tell you. Okay, where is the crypto assets? Fintech. Okay, there we go. Fintech right here. So you see Circle. We just showed you that. And then right here is Zebec. Continuous settlement protocol on Solana. Zebec is enabling a composable transfer of value starting with stream payroll. So this stuff is documented. The stuff is out here. I'm so tired of people saying, oh, well, the partnerships aren't confirmed. Yeah, they are. They've been confirmed and confirmed again and confirmed again and confirmed again. Shout out to Mr. Forsyth. He was saying it. He was like, you'll show them proof and you'll still, and they'll still, they'll still say you know, where's the proof, right? Shout out to him, bro. Check out his channel if you haven't already either. Mr. Forsyth, we'll go look at his channel right quick. But want to show you here again, if we share this tab, Zebec Investors, Breyer Capital is a lead investor. And he was one of the original Circle investors. So, again. And then you want JP Morgan. We kind of just saw that through the Zebec Carbon card. That's through Mastercard. It directly connects to JP Morgan. Okay. And again, if I go back to my, see, I make all these mind maps and I forget that all of these mind maps are really gold. They're absolute gold. And I think I'm going to stop posting these mind maps on the X and start probably only posting these for the Patreon people, maybe. I don't know, because they're absolute gold. Let me go pull the Mine app up that shows JP Morgan, XLR, all of that. This one.
So if you do the
that was a short. I want the actual mind map. Here it is. So Mastercard is a partner of Zebec, which we know Mastercard is an investor in Consensus. JP Morgan is also an investor in Consensus. But here we also can say, you know, through XCN and Mastercard, they're partnered with Zebec as well. But, you know, they already have told us this on their website that they're partnered with Mastercard. And they already told us on their website they're partnered with JP Morgan. But we just did some additional connecting here to show you all of that. We put XLR here because XLR works with Connexes. But you can also you could put XCN here too. And we'll show you where XLR works with Connexes. Mastercard, there you go. Mastercard, Deutsche Bank, Onyx by JP Morgan. Okay, which is Connexis now. And of course, we got Circle. Of course, we got Ondo. We know Circle and Ondo, really big partners of Zebec. So this just makes sense. And again, like we showed you with Onyx here, if we go back, some of these same investors. Same investors. Pantera Capital, Digital Currency Group, Visa, NASDAQ, Fiserv, Khosla Ventures. Same ones. Following the money. They're doing following the money. Fiserv, Visa, Pantera Capital, Digital Currency Group, Khosla Ventures. Same ones. Charmizzle 21, ZBCN, XCN, Swift C, Jasmine. I know I'm going to be a millionaire between these plays 100%. Hey fam, what's good? What's up, E? He's a moderator in our Telegram. Joseph Cumber, Ledge. Go ahead, Ruel. Give us that info. Love the show. Thank you. Appreciate it. Damn, we're close, fam. I can feel it 100%. 100% is how you have to feel it too, bro. We're right there. We're right there. Let's hit the likes and get them up. We're early in this project, 100%. What's up, Rico Clean? Definitely buying back. What's up, Gino Lim? Hey, Black. If you notice XPR colors on Zebec ship, one of the sales is purple. Okay, there you go. That's true. Which Mr. Forsyth said is royalty colors. Yes, purple are colors of royalty. 100% they are. I think Marshall Hayner has pointed that out again. And let's go shout out Mr. Forsyth. I didn't get a chance to check out the show where he shouted me out, but I heard he gave me a shout out. So shout out to him. Thanks, brother. Really appreciate it. Definitely go check out Mr. Forsyth if you haven't already, guys. Oh, that was a mistake. But yeah, shout out to Mr. Forsyth. Definitely check him out and check out his YouTube, guys, if you haven't already. Oh, I'm not sharing it. Here we go. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Forsyth. Check him out and check out his YouTube, guys, if you haven't already. Let me see if we can pull up his YouTube right quick. I think he's another Detroit brother. I saw in his video that he has like I saw in this video he had a 94 sign. That's a highway, expressway in Detroit. Well, we call it expressway. I know other people call it highway or whatever, but definitely check him out. I know he does the back coverage as well. If you haven't already, guys. Whoops. Let me share screen again. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, XPR is one of them ones, 100%. I wonder what the other two sales are. Me too. What's up, Shook Focus Digital? Just got through talking about you, brother. Like I said, Shook Focus is the XCNologist around here, like the pin ultimate researcher on XCN. If you haven't checked out his XCN content, you're doing yourself a disservice there. Max Alpha there. Shout out to Shook Focus Digital. And as you can see, he has me as one of his recommended channels. Really appreciate that, brother. Has one from 12 days ago talking about Solidus AI tech. Shout out to them, by the way, because they're doing an airdrop for them on Uphold. Okay, so it's already kind of done. I think you had to already be locked in with how much ZBCN you had on Uphold to get it, and don't look at this as a like the amount of things like or views. I know this brother's research is top notch, and all the time when you're doing a new coin, it always kind of takes a little bit for people to kind of warm up to it. So definitely check that out if you guys haven't already. Um, but yeah, let's go look at the airdrop. Shout out to Angela. I think she told Andrew Saunders of Scale. He kills me. He always has these funny posts, bro. Um, let's go. Where can we see it here? I think in my replies. Okay, let me see. Okay, 1 second, guys. They're almost there. There we go. So, shout out to Angelica Saldana. She says, look what we get from Uphold if you hold ZBCN, XRP, Tau, or Casper, or a Caspa. Yeah, you'll receive an AI tech reward, right? So I really do appreciate that they're doing this because the kind of way that they did the other one, where it's like, okay, if you have like 50K XRP, then you'll get like some ZBCN. I like that they did this way. So they did a snapshot on June 25th of 2025. So 5252. Got that 52, bro. Um I don't know if you guys ever listened to the Jay-Z song, like Get the Dust Off My Shoulder, where he's like, 52 cards come out, and which a playing card deck has 52 cards, and so does the weeks of the year. But anyways, I could go deep on the number 52, but anyways. Um so we are going to get AI tech airdrop to us for the amount of ZBCN or whatever we had here. Let me see if we can go onto the Uphold site and find the information for this, because you needed to have a certain amount of either or of these to receive the airdrop, and I got a fairly good amount of those on there. So Uphold airdrop. Okay, this is the XRP one. I'm wondering if okay, I might have to go back to their own Twitter to get the information on this. Okay, bear with me here, guys. Okay, there we go. Can they give us they always say this stuff and don't really have the posting. Okay. Here, let me just go ahead and look on my Uphold app for the information and try to forward it to myself. That might be quicker. My apologies, guys. I just thought about sharing that information with you. Well, you guys can look up that information. I don't want to take too long with that. But you do need a certain amount of either XRP, TAO, CAS, or ZBCN. I think the ZBCN amount is like $2,000. The XRP amount is 25K. I can't remember for the other two. So they'll be airdropping you a AI tech. And I think the prize amount that's split amongst a lot of people is 100K, 100K dollars of AI tech. So I think, of course, it's going to be um, commensurate of the amount you had of one of the other tokens. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Oh, did I stop sharing again here? Let's present. Okay, there we go. I think the orange one is gold, signifying, signify, signifying. Excuse me. Jeez, can't talk today. Bitcoin. Yeah, let's see if we can find that because I think this was on Bearable Guys things. We went over that a whole bunch one episode here. Definitely check out the past episodes of the shows, guys, if you haven't already. Let's see here. Let's see, Bearable. I think it's Bearable Guy. I hate having them. I have this microphone all the way up to my face like this, but I think I need to buy a new one because I have to have it this close up for you guys to hear it properly without having to turn up your sound too crazy. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's that same purple as Zebec and XPR for sure. So we'll leave that one right there while we're answering the rest of the comments here. I got a feeling we're gonna blow XCN is trash. That I guess that's your opinion there, Mr. Bravo. I think XCN is great. Charmizzo Martin Lucas was mad. XCN didn't want to do a live interview with him and is now trashing the project. Oh man, that's unfortunate. I wish him well, but of course, guys, like the research is the research. People are gonna have their views and stuff like that. Like, you just gotta say, well, Martin, thanks for doing, saying the nice things you did about ZBCN, and if you want to FUD now, that's up to you. You guys saw the research I just brought you today, right? That research hasn't, none of that has changed, given anyone's opinion, right? He can say whatever he wants, and respect to him. Let him say whatever he would like to say, but this research still stands, right? This research still stands. So, people can do what they want, and if they want to take his opinion, if they want to take his opinion with like no, you know what I mean? I don't know. I know that he's an entertainer. I don't know that research is his thing, right? They want to go with just someone's opinion or someone being mad. This is, let people go with it. But I'm going to continue to give you guys the research, and then you can make your opinion on what you're going to do that way, right? It's not financial advice. I'm just sharing what I'm doing with my portfolio, and yeah, that's how we're going to stay with that. He's butthurt, says Yazid. Let's see here. Ocean View Coffee Shop. Martin doesn't understand they're hitting hands behind Zebec and they don't need him. Well, I see what I know what you guys are saying there. I wish him well. I wish Martin well. But if he wants to now FUD the project, that's his prerogative. But we're gonna keep moving here. Solana runs all their stuff on ICP. Yeah, ICP is a good project, but I feel like where these projects are right now, where XCN and ZBCN and things are right now, we're doing really good out here. And if you look at ZBCN and where it's kind of falling right now, looks like it's a good buy, right? Of course, shout out to us. We were in this at triple 0007, right? And we continue to talk about it at where it is right now, and we're going to continue to talk about it. So again, I kind of almost expected this a little bit, as far as like we're so close, right, to ISO being live. They're going to try to do whatever they can. People are, and prices are, and the market makers are going to do as much as they can with the price of things to make you kind of get skittish, right? But again, when you see research like this, when you see they're connected to Mastercard, you see they're connected to Circle, you know what you hold. So you're not worried about this. You're worried about this. This is what you're looking for. You can give two craps, especially if you were somebody that has been listening to the show and got in like around somewhere here, right? If that's your average, right? If that's your average cost, you're still doing absolutely great. And if it's here, right? Your average cost is this, you're really doing fantastic. So it's like, okay, guys, like, you know, people can do whatever the heck they want to FUD, but we know what we hold. Oh, okay. I'm not sharing it here. So yeah, if you got in here, you're still really happy with yourself. But again, my price target is 5 cents and beyond, right? I'm really, really thinking like 10 at this point, 10 cents. But you know, 5 might be where I start to take a little bit of profit. But yeah, this is where I'm thinking, because yeah, you've seen the research, and you can see here, right? We're in the oversold areas, right? Oversold down here, getting close to oversold here. As you can see, it's hot. It's been hot since August 24. It's never even made it down to the total oversold area of the regular RSI. But here, golden. If we look at the week chart, all of the week chart too looks really good too, because it is pulled back to almost oversold here too. So it's screaming a goodbye right now to me. If we look at kind of the chart technicals and we're looking at the RSIs, looks like a very good buy on the day and the week to me. Okay, so but let's look at XRP as well. Again, looking like a very good buy. And let me share something that I think his name is Extravod. Really like that guy's channel. Shout out to him. He shared something here from, let me bring this up, where somebody basically said altcoin season is about to begin. Let me see if I can find that. Here, let me share something else here for a second while I bring that up. One second. Un momento, por favor. Okay, here's the one. And shout out to Julian Bittel, CFA, says alt season loading. Okay, and I got this Saw this on Extra Vod's video. Shout out to that guy. Check his content out too. Basically where we're at, and this is alt season, percentage of assets, stablecoins outperforming Bitcoin over a rolling 90-day period. So basically, I think he's using this as an indicator of when you get below this line, that's a good time to buy altcoins. And we're below that line on 2025. So you can see here it happened 2023 here, happened 2022, happened kind of mid 2020. All of these have been good buying areas here. 2019. So we reached that period now. And according to Julian Biddle, all season loading. Man, so we're right there, guys. I feel like, yeah, we're right there. We're right there. What's up, the principal? We're up in here, fam. D Wild. Is the Genius Act similar to what the Marshall introduced to the Congress back in 2020? I believe it is, and also I believe what Metallic has already established with digital ID and BSA compliance. Yeah, Metallicus is looking good out here. I'm really high on them. MacGyver, Gold Mining Projects Africa, love you, bro. Appreciate it, brother. Charlie J, what's up? Rich Dreams Beats. ICP is a sleeping giant. Yeah, ICP is fine. Everybody get those likes up. What's up, Crypto Crossroads Show? Let's also highlight his channel as well. Yeah, we're gonna go to his Twitter. Definitely follow him on X if you haven't already. That's criminal. We need to get that up to 500, guys. Definitely follow Crypto Crossroads Show on X if you haven't already. Go over here to his YouTube. I'm starting to say you like these Baltimore people. Shout out to D Black. YouTube. A shout out to the Baltimore people and the Baltimore accent out here. Crypto Crossroads Show. If you're looking at the 350 subscribers, I have to say it again, bro. Just started his channel only 3 months ago, and he's a member of my community, so I really vouch for his information. He's given me information before, and it's been fantastic. So he's been covering Lightlink. I'm gonna get him on the show to talk Lightlink. And every bit of his information is just amazing, guys. So definitely check him out for Lightlink. Definitely check him out for Swift. This is a channel you guys are definitely going to want to follow for Alpha, for sure. So shout out Crypto Crossroads Show. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, I hate not sharing, being able to share everything. But last time I tried to share everything, some people came in the channel and they were, because if you share everything, you can share the link to get into the stage, and some people were using the N word and not any good N words. So I have to kind of do it this way. So bear with me that I'm doing it this way, but I got to do it this way so I don't end up showing the way to get into the stage. So thank you guys for that. And just bear with me if I'm not switching things properly. I'll get the hang of it and do it so it's more muscle memory. But yeah, definitely check out Crypto Crossroads Show and his YouTube channel. And like I said, he just started it 3 months ago, so don't look at the number of subscribers and think, oh, people do that nowadays, and it's just, that has nothing to do with if the person has good information or not. What's up, Issa? ISO 100%. ISO coins might see a pump this July 14th, 100%. Yes, and like I showed you guys with the charts, I think we're gonna see it. I think we're gonna see the pump. Zebec, the global DeFi super app, 100% red winger, 66. Speaking of red wings, shout out to Darren McCarty. If you guys are Detroit people, you'll know Darren McCarty. Like, it made my day that I found out Darren McCarty was following me. Like, he's a Red Wing great. When I found out this dude was following me, it made my day out here, guys. So shout out to Darren McCarty for following my little telegram here. He's a Red Wing great. If you guys don't know hockey, hockey's pretty big in Detroit. But yeah, Darren McCarty, shout out to him for giving me a follow. Let's go back here to and let's go back to our comments. Very nice. I have to watch from the beginning, but we do know that Fiserv is at the center of many payment coins. Got to start that. Thank you for that. Shook Focus Digital, my man. Wrecked Run. What's up, OCB Coffee Shop? What's up, E? And what's up, Shook? Let's see. I had. Oh, we got a lot of ICPers in here today. I don't know what's going on. What's up, Marie Villas? Appreciate it. Z back to the moon. Let's go. Scottish Crypto. Can you buy ZBCN on Soul Chain? Yes, you can. And you can buy it on Jupiter. I have some over there on Jupiter. Philadelphia Auto and Parole Inc. Laws. Are you talking about 52? Yeah. 52 are like, that whole number is like kind of governed by laws. That number 7, is governed by laws there. I'm getting back in, Rue. all right, Ron. Make your own decision there. Non-financial advice. Rue, time for you to get the Rue merch and giveaways going. T-shirts, mugs, hats, socks, and keychains. Let's go. 100% E. Yeah, I got to get that going, brother. I got to get that going. Shout out to E. He's the moderator in our Telegram. I got to get back. Jan was a good thing. Your confidence that Zebec is on track for greatness, 100%. I'm very confident in that. What's your prediction this bull run for XPR, considering the new discovery, XPR and Zebec? See, I was saying 33 cents, but I might have to up that, man. Let me see what their supply is looking like. XPR, and I think they make XPR. You can't get XPR a lot of places on purpose, and I really think that's on purpose. Like, you gotta download the Metal app. You kind of have to go out of your way to get XPR or anything on the XPR platform. I think this thing is gonna be big, man. Total supply only 27 billion out there. Yeah, like, really 33 cents would be nice. I think we could get there pretty easy. Last bull run, it got to 5 cents. All-time high is 8.7 cents. I'd love to find a precedent for this. And I think I have found precedents for this. Yes, that's right. Because Swift blockchain, Swift's supply is similar. So yeah, that's where, okay, it's 10 billion. I don't know why I thought it was similar. I think I was comparing these to Harmony 1. Harmony 1. The bull run before last got to 35 cents, right? 35, 36 cents. And its total supply is 14 billion. Okay. So that's Harmony 1. That compares to Swift, but I don't think I have a 30 billion coin that I can compare to XPR. If anyone knows off the top of their head a 30 billion supply coin that we can compare to that, I would welcome it. But I guess if we just compare it to this, it's only double the supply. Then what can we say? 20 cents would be accurate. But I think it's going to be way more than 20 cents because Harmony One has some good things about it, but XPR has all these credit unions behind it, right? And as you can see, Fiserv behind it, and Timimos. I always mess up their name. Timimos. 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 So Timimos and Fiserv behind it. Jack Henry VIP member, all these different credit unions. I saw on their board BNY Mellon guy. So, you know, that's XRP. BNY Mellon, that's Bank of New York, right? So they got all the right things behind them to be. They got all the right things behind them to go to $1, to be honest with you. They really do. So conservatively 33 cents, but really it could go to $1. It just really could. I just made another JPM connection before tuning into your show. Oh, bro, I gotta. I can't wait to hear that. Yeah, I can't wait till you bless us with that. Shift Focus. Telling you guys are sleeping on Shift Focus. If you guys are not subscribed to his channel, you really should be. So definitely like and subscribe over there, here, to all the creators I just mentioned, and of course shout out to Maximus Crypto as well. Definitely give my guy Max like and subscribe if you haven't already. Gino Lim, Rue, what do you recommend buying your XPR loan? Okay, on the MetalPay app, and let me give Max a shout out here. Go to his channel right quick. Shout out to Max here. Definitely give Max a like and subscribe. We just did a collab video. Just posted today. If you guys have not seen it, definitely, if you want, watch on Max's channel. If you want watch on my channel. We're killing it out here. So shout out to Max. It was fun, as always, to do collabs with him. So definitely go check these guys out if you haven't, or check these videos out if you haven't, guys. The PayPal Mafia touched it, so Elon Musk makes sense. Yeah. There's a lot of connections between Elon Musk and Marshall Hayner, by the way. What's the hottest commodity? Like an actual commodity? Gold, right? But I don't know, like cryptocurrency, crypto is the hottest commodity to me, like, just period. XCM was good too. So I see Solana is on ICP. Yep. What's up, Rude Boy? What about Ripple X update 5 point? Yeah, Ripple X update 5.2, and Quant did an update where I think it's Fusion 5.2. So that 52, right? And of course we're in year 2025, right? So there's the 52 too, right there, inverted 52, you know, with the 25. So, and this might be the year, guys. This might be the year. Batch payment for payroll. Delegation of third-party KYC. Oh, nice. Here Stellar is on the out, been falling. Well, Stellar, that's growth function. Well, Stellar has stronghold with it, and be prepared. Some stronghold videos are coming up with being Max, right? Where we talk about stronghold and some things about stronghold. So be on the lookout. Those are coming. Those are coming. But I think Stellar interacts in with XRP, and Stellar has its functionality with all of this too, right? So yeah, don't sleep on Stellar. Definitely don't sleep on Stellar. What's up, Detroit 313? Salutations. Phantom B, what's up with Swift Coin? Is it sneaking in under the bush, ready to jump out? Yeah, 100%. I think Swift Coin is going to be the connector to BRICS. And I've had tons of different shows on that. We might have to refresh that for you guys, but Swift is going to connect BRICS to this whole system. So Swift will connect XRP, Stellar, everything, because they have the hooks for everything. And like Shook Focus has pointed out multiple times, if you follow Swift and then you look at any good project, Swift blockchain is following them because probably they integrate with them. All ZBCN network trace 100%. All the traits that Rude Boy listed up there. Scotty T, what's up, Rue? Thanks for your service. Let's go Zebec, XCN, and XRP. My 3 biggest bags. And yeah, let's include XPR in there as well. Zebec is a B is a B2B merchants coin. Yep. And XCN is one that is always pointed out their B2B with Visa, and we know Visa is partnered with Zebec. So all of these guys, all of these things are meshed in together. And check out, I don't know if Max has posted the video yet. I think it's coming, but it's just going to be a multi-blockchain world, right? And Zebec is just set up for that. Of course, with the Nautilus chain that they sold off, I think Nautilus chain is going to connect everything to Base, and Base is going to be that base layer, right? So XEN, XRP, XLM, XPR, like all the X coins, which we know ZBCN can also be Zebec, can also be spelled XEBEC. So it's a low key X coin itself. Mark Pelra, ZBCN, XCN, Aerodrome, my tariff dump picks, super cheap entries. Let's freaking go. What's up, Koji? Spirit Dojo, XCN to ZBCN to $1. I could see it. ZBCN is on a fire sale right now, 100%. Let's make 1.2 cents, then 2 cents. Let's make $2, 100%. If Ripple admits Zebec's tech use, the price will shoot up. Yep, that's what I'm thinking too, Rude Boy. Star that. And I think they're purposely holding back Ripple information just because of that. And just think about when ISO goes live, right? And then XRP's price shoots up because now, for the first time ever, like real world money, real world value is just going to be flowing through these blockchains. And then ZBCN says, well, we integrate with the XRP ledger. Bam, boom, bro, it's going to shoot up crazy. I'd be happy with that, LOL. Probably wouldn't want to have any Zebec left at $2. No way, Jose. I love that. I love that name. No way, Jose. Because Jose knows the way. Zebec is my retirement plan, 100% run, brought back in. It's all gonna come at the right time. Massive market push along with price movement. July, we fly. Let's go. Got to start out one. Praying that all goes smooth in July, 100%. What's up, Heat Sound 3 ID? Reposted the stream. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate that. Definitely like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. 679, 549 on the X, and 130 on the YouTube. Holding XCN. Remember the good old days when Matic was over $2? We were so young back then. Excuse me, guys. We were so young back then. 100% we were back in those old days. Good old 2001, back when eggs used to cost such a low amount of money. Back then, back when rappers didn't all sound the same. Back when we had R&B. Back way back in that day. Machine Guns Paulie, flip that zero, fam. Let's go. I want some Kita and Ando next. Loan Protocol as well. Yep, loan is a sleeper out there. A sleeper. Yeah, we got to figure out that green sale. 100%. Mr. Foresight is natural. Awesome channel. What's up, Earth Prospecting? He lives out west. OG Crypto, what's up? Hey. Yeah, you guys know I'm out west here too. Another Detroiter out west. I'm out in the Arizona area. He's good. Still buying every week. What's up, Matt? Larry Collection. What's up, Lord Zero Cool? Dang, just got here. What I missed? What's up, Joey? The one and only Black Prince of Crypto. Let's go. Let's go. Star, all the best, Ruel. Appreciate it. Gematria. Yeah, you know I love the Gematria. How do you get the airdrop from Uphold if you have some back on Uphold? Well, they should just airdrop it to you. They've already done this Snapchat. They've already done the snapshot in which they're gonna provide the what you call it for you guys, the airdrop. What's your price? I'll look for ZBCN. Yep, this bull run 5 to 10 cents, but I really think it's gonna go more than that. Honestly, I can almost I almost feel good enough to say 10 to 20 cents with Zebec. I know that sounds like crazy, right? As far as what the market cap would have to look like, but think about the money that's going to go into XRP. Now think about, just like I think it was Rude Boy who said that. Then think about ZBCN and ZBCN being attached to XRP and attached to Stellar. It's going to be crazy. Whoa, Koji, $10. Let's get to 20 cents first. Where to buy XPR crew? What's up, Carol B989? You buy that on MetalPay. So it's an app that you'll download. You should be able to download it on Android or iPhone. And the MetalPay app looks something like, let's bring that up. So it'll look like this. Some have it in white. Mine is like darker. It's in black, I think. But it'll definitely be these colors, where it's like an arrow pointing at a line, or kind of looks like that. The flooding of the Nile was ancient Egyptian New Year. Normally happened between mid-July to the beginning of August. I think we're close to New Year. Gotcha. And then when you think about flooding waters, again, liquidity, maybe, maybe there's something there. I think Florida and New York. Research before you do your broadcast, please. I don't know what you're talking about. If you're gonna come on with something like that, please tell me what you're talking about. Jose Robinson. I definitely research before I do my broadcast. So if you're gonna make comments like that, definitely I'm open to someone saying an opposing comment, but don't just come up in here on my show and say research before you do your broadcast. Give me something. Give me something that you have an opinion about that is opposite of mine, and then we could talk about it. But that's not fruitful. Chief Satori, how is ZBCN connected to XPR, like XPR network? Well, if you guys missed the beginning of the show, I do a connection on how Fiserv might be a connector here based off the Fiserv USD. So you guys will have to just go back over the show. I was excited for a second. I have $1,200 worth of Zebec. All praises to the Most High. Let's go. What's the news on ZBCN? What's up, X 601D? You guys will have to go back to the beginning if you missed the show. 100K, that's cheap as heck. 100%. Your buddy was trashing it. Trashing what? You can do it, ZBCN, 100%. Is XPR network really a real purple coin? XPR doesn't roll off the tongue like XRP, and the P in XRP sounds powerful. When selling a product, a competitor name can cause confusion. And see, that's the thing. Are they trying to cause confusion on purpose, or are they just like sort of like the little brother to XRP? I think they're kind of the little brother to XRP, because you can see that with these guys and all of the credit unions they support, they definitely have their role. And it seems like that role is to be kind of like a little brother. XRP is handling the big banks, and Metallicus is handling the credit unions, right? So that's what it seems like to me. And there's information to back that up here with all these. So of course they're FedNow service ready, right? And they have been since October 22nd, 2024. But you can see here, Metallicus launched a stablecoin pilot for credit unions, right? Crypto's next frontier. Credit unions embrace blockchain to leverage the future of trustworthy financial services. So you see here, Metallicus acquires fintech Bonafide, connecting 70 plus credit unions. Payfina and Metallicus partner to extend instant payments and cryptocurrency to credit unions. So it's all seeming like Metallicus is going to be the one who's handling these credit unions, while Ripple is handling like kind of big stuff like governments and central banks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's what it seems like to me, Pissarro. You want the gold road. Castle in the picture is probably Stronghold. Yep, that's what I was thinking too. What's up, Julian? Bryant Rapala, Zebec is the future. He had no skin in the game. Martin is butthurt. Good thing about this DLT space, the governments are going to try their best to make the gold money again if they can tokenize it to the smallest spec, 100%. Or he bought the top. Jeez, Marcus. Jeez. Well, I mean, he's a popular entertainer, and he made a name for himself, clearly entertaining, right? But I encourage people to follow the research, and when I come on the show, I try to present research. It was kind of weird to me how this like British guy just came out of nowhere and started talking ZBCN, but then I did some research on him, and he seems to be an accomplished entertainer. But again, follow the research. The research is still a research at the end of the day. Everybody has an opinion. People had opinions about Bitcoin, right? Like it's a scam, it's a scam. Larry Fink came up here and told us all, right? His people have no interest in cryptocurrency, and now he has the biggest Bitcoin ETF holding the biggest amount of Bitcoin in the world, right? So did Bitcoin change? No. all the time while he was telling you that, Tim Draper and friends had an initial interest in Coinbase, right? So you got to take what people say with a grain of salt. Orion Protocol was purple coin until they rebranded it to Lumia. The purple coin may not even be purple anymore. Gotcha. Buying under 1 billion market cap is bullish, 100%. What's up, Brian Rapolia? Before the end of the year, we're going to be millionaires. I feel you, 100%. Building generational wealth. I'm in at 0.001. Let's go. If you have 10 million ZBCN, you're probably close to a millionaire. I agree, OG Crypto. Will you sell your ZBCN during the top of the year cycle and then round trip your profits? So for something else? Well, for me personally, I don't know where I'm going to sell at. I mean, I got the price target of 5 to 10 cents, right? But, I don't think you could go wrong with Uphold and Coinbase and getting some interest on USDC, not financial advice, but, that's something I'm considering. I ain't selling until it hits $1. Let's go, Koji Spiritual Dojo. Let's see, Doctor's Finest 0318. I'm in at 0.001 as well. Wish I could have bought more. OG Crypto's laughing. Only got 300K. Can't see. Okay, I think I it's like start Mozart. Let's see. We can just we could just ban. So we could just start banning users that are coming in here doing stupid stuff. OG Crypto, that's still a good profit. $1 this year. Let's go, Scotty. 12.69. Let's we can go. 2.5 is in the bag. Next stop, Lambo. Let's go. Phantom Beat. That's good. I'm still trying to get folks to buy one ZBCN, right? What's your conservative prediction for XRP this bull run? XRP. Like, I don't even think there's let's say conservatively $100. Like, seriously conservatively $100. If it gets to $33, or I think it's $33, $35, the market cap will be bigger than Bitcoin. I think we see money flow away from other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, like Bitcoin, and into XRP. So I honestly think, and once the ISOs get turned on, we might see $100 XRP before the end of the year. And that to me is conservative. Like I feel like that's conservative. I could say I could even drop down and say like $35 XRP, but maybe even $100. Not financial advice. Do whatever you want to do, but I think XRP is going to be one of those things where it's like you always want to hold on to like 1,000, like at least, right? Um, you know, do what you want to do with your bags, but like conservatively, $100 for XRP. I hope XRP goes to $10 this year or 100. Yeah, I think 100 is like really almost conservative. Like even okay, if we really want to be real conservative, let's say $35. And I know 30 people think $35 is at $2. But think $35 is only what? A 16x? Um no, 18x. 18x is 36, whatever. So that's really on an 18x. And then, you know, from $2, $100 is only a 50x. So, and imagine all the world's money is like flowing through it, or all America's at least on the and America's probably the biggest economy in the world, right? Everything flows through America. Everybody, the gold, the dollar is like quote unquote the world's currency. So really, this here on 7/14, like how David Schwartz said it was the jackpot. This might be bigger than what happens on 11/22 because America's current currency is the world's currency. So this might be humongous. Crypto newborn, quant, or ZBCN. Not financial advice. What I always do when I have a split decision is I split. So it may be 50-50, it might be 60-40, but in that way you say like, okay, because you never know if quant moves first or ZBCN moves first. So that way you have both. That's what I do with my portfolio. Cycle history shows 90% sell off, dip that brings the price back down. What's your strategy for the run you seek round CN? Well, I don't think we got into the 90. I don't know what just happened there. I don't think we're getting to that point yet. I think we got to get we got ISO on 7/14 and we got ISO on 11/22. Like we're a long ways away from like a 90% sell off dip. And again, I think this year, and I know every year people say it's different, it's different, it's different. This is going to be different because institutional money is here. So, like, think about how Apple stock and Tesla stock, since they're a Fortune 500 company, like they're a Fortune 500 stock, that stock always has money in it because BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street, they all the Fortune 500 companies, right? So those monies that's always going to have money in it. Retirement funds that have where they can only invest in Vanguard stocks, which Vanguard stocks are only investing in Fortune 500s and different indexes, always going to have money in it. So that's why these ETFs are very, very important, because these ETFs are going to tap into diamond hands, retirement, Fortune 500, 401k money. Okay. So, like, this time is really going to be different because we got ETFs, we got stock money, we got Fortune 500 money, we got retirement money going into these platforms, going into these cryptocurrency projects. So again, I don't have an answer for you right there. That's something you have to determine for yourself. But I think this cycle is different. I'll sell XRP at $10. That's up to you, Scotty. There, and always people think, right, that you're gonna sell your whole bag. Maybe, and not financial advice, but this is just what I do with my portfolio. Maybe half the bag, or maybe 80% of the bag, or maybe, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you guys do what you want, of course, but I think XRP is going to be one of those ones where you want to have some and you want to hold. Because I think those whole things where people are talking about 10K XRP and all of this, that's not hyperbole. That's going to happen. Okay. So, you know, do what you want. But XRP might be one of those things where you're like, okay, I always have 1,000 XRP, or I always have 100 XRP. Because think about it. If XRP was worth $1,000, if you have 1,000 XRP, you have $1 million. Think about that. And think about that. Okay, then what's the interest on 4.4 percent of $1 million? That's like $4,000 a month, over $4,000 a month. You're set, right? You're set with that. You're set. You're not, for most people, you're not. Like, for most people, you're kind of set. You're getting $4,400 a month, and you throw like $2,000 of whatever with it. Or imagine you have 2,000 XRP, and XRP is at $2,000, or you got 2,000 XRP, and XRP is at $1,000. That's $2 million. You're getting 4.4% interest on $2 million. That's over $8,000 a month. You see what I'm saying? Like, to me, I would always want to hold a certain amount of XRP if I could, right? Because I truly do believe, just like Bitcoin, right? People were like, oh, when Bitcoin was like at $3, they're like, okay, it's never going to get to $100. Then it got to $100. Then it got to $300. Then it got to 1,000. Then it got to 10,000, and now it's at 100,000, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, and we know what XRP is doing. We know that XRP is going to have money in it. We know that XRP is going to control cross-border payments. We know that Rothschilds own XRP, the actual XRP, not Ripple, the company. XRP, like through SBI Holdings, they have 8.7% XRP. We know what's going to go down with XRP. So to me, it's something that you would always want to have a little bit of. That's just me personally. But, do whatever you guys want to do there. September will be the last period. Selling 3 million at 10 cents. Hopefully we get there this year, 100%. What's up, Doctor's Finest? What if it's not off season? As a generation, we have never been in a fourth industrial revolution. Excuse me. Is it a season, or is it the start, never stop, as it's always going to be used to from the get-go? Well, I think, again, we've never seen globally crypto active. We've seen people play around with it. We've seen people play around with DeFi, like the diehards, right? Are like the quote-unquote computer nerds, right? What we just saw here, what we're just seeing here with Fiserv, we're seeing cryptocurrency actively kind of being put in the background, right? Because the biggest thing is like, okay, you don't even have to know that you're using cryptocurrency. You don't even have to know that you're using blockchain. All you care about is, okay, I got $1 on my card. You don't care if it's $5 or whatever. But now all this money is going to be flowing through these blockchains. What's the limit? Like, we don't know. What is the limit? How much money is it completely and totally? And then imagine now throwing in like metaverses, where you're like, you as a person are tokenized to another identity, and that other identity is out there like performing some work, or it's this computer identity of you that's just working or doing something like Farmville or whatever. Like, so basically you got a whole nother world with a whole nother economy that is earning and doing stuff. Like I don't. Is there a limit? Is there a limit to how much? And especially like again, if we go to making payments clear in 3 to 5 seconds as opposed to 2 days. Payments clearing in 3 to 5 seconds. Do you know how much more business and commerce that means for the people with money, right? For people that are going to be transacting money across and around the world. I don't even think we can fathom how much money is going to be moving around, and how active these networks are going to be, especially when we throw in things like metaverse and sports betting and trade finance. Right? People don't even talk about trade finance with XDC and things like that. But once these networks are live and active, then you can have trade finance. Then you can have carbon credits. Then you can have a carbon market. And, we already know that, and more on that later, we already know that Tesla is in the carbon market and they sell carbon credits. But now we create a whole new additional carbon market onto like a metaverse market. So that's 2 new markets that you're creating that never really existed. Just like before sports, there could be no sports betting. And now there's a sports betting market. Before like Pokemon, like honestly, think about it. Like before Pokemon and like people selling Michael Jordan rookie cards and stuff like that, there was no market. And then there was a market for it. So how many other markets are going to come out of this, like a derivative, a sports betting market, metaverse market? What was the one we were talking about? Oh, sports betting. Like, so many different things can pop up that we don't even have a clue about right now. But this is huge because it's putting all these different networks right into a payment app. Solana, Circle. This is huge. This is like I said this was big discovery, like this, but it is a huge discovery. It really, really is a huge discovery. And I don't think we can fathom really how huge this is, right? Even from a legal perspective, in that legally they can do this. Fiserv can do this. So, like, as an investor, you should be like hopping around, crazy happy over this news that we have here today. Like, I'm really underselling it, to be honest with you. Legally and all of that, this is like the biggest news ever. for real, out here. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, $20 super chat from T Riley OS. Appreciate it. Big Rue dropping game as usual. Okay, here we go. Anyone hold SHX? I do. I hold SHX, and I'm SHX. I really think they get to $1 too, because the supply, as far as I know, the active supply is supposed to be 15 billion. Again, like I said, 33 cents with because we just saw Harmony 1, right? Harmony 1 was around 15 billion supply. So 33 cents would be great for Stronghold, but Stronghold, and more on that later. We're going to get into this later with Maximus. The videos are coming out soon. Stronghold is going to have the ability to basically translate any dollar into USD. So you put $1 into Stronghold, it can come out a euro. You can put any type of dollar into Stronghold, it'll come out a euro. You can put any dollar into Stronghold, it'll come out a British pound. You can put any dollar into Stronghold, it'll come out a regulated US dollar. This is going to be what Stronghold does for both Stellar, for both XRP, and any other platform who wants it. They're basically going to be a marshaller of currencies, where any currency in is any currency out, regulated and verified and guaranteed and KYC and DID and all of that. That's what Stronghold is going to be. And that's why it was important for them to put that money in escrow. So I could see $1 Stronghold before the year's up. Can you imagine that? Man, and I upped my Stronghold. And I'll probably go buy some more Stronghold after this. Let's actually go look at that chart right now. Let's go look at that Stronghold chart here. Okay, Stronghold's a little high on the week, so definitely had to come back down some. It's down as far as like the regular RSI is concerned, it's towards the middle. But as far as the stochastic is concerned, it's kind of high up there on the week. But on the day, it's actually nice and ready. Nice and oversold. So ready to pop back up here. And again, it's connected to XRP. It's connected to Stellar. So the moment these networks go live, as far as like ISO is concerned, in 13 days, we can see Stronghold go crazy. Crazy bananas. Let's go ahead and, oh, we already said it there. Good. So again, and this is something to like think about, right? We're looking at it right here. Imagine when it's here, because it's gonna get here. It's just crazy to think about, right? But it's true. Right here, you've 33x your money. Where else are you doing that? You know, not financial advice or anything like that. But where else are you doing that? Where else are you doing that? Sorry. Again, be patient with me here doing the switches because I don't want to expose people to get into our chat here. But where else are you doing a 3x here? But yeah, I was showing you how on a day chart, if you look at the RSI down there, it looks really good. On the week, as far as the stochastic is concerned, it looks like it needs to come down a little bit more, but on a day it looks fine. And it's still bullish. As you can see, the 50 is over the 200. It's called the Golden Cross. It's still bullish, actually. And just at 33 cents, that's what at 33x from here. But at one point in time when it was at 1.06, that was like what? Maybe more like a 15 or 16x. I would think, what's up, Handy Freight? I would think every bank in the U.S. has a partnership with Mastercard. What makes Carbon Card stand out? It makes it stand out is because there's no KYC, so it's kind of private. But again, I think they might have DID embedded in that, so they know who you are anyway. But yeah, that's what makes it stands out. It also makes it stand out that it's instant payments. So okay. So I don't know if you've done any research on I don't know if you're new to the channel or not, Handy Freight, but Carbon Card is connected to Zebec. Zebec has a partnership with ADP, and with ADP they can pay people by the second, literally by the second. So they do real-time streaming payments, right? So now if you have a card which people can use with those real-time payments, you're controlling that money from the second it's getting made to the second it's getting spent. That's that's amazing. And if you think about like kind of just being in control of money and the whole supply chain or flow, if you will, of money, that's what you want. That's what you want. From the moments it's made to the spending of it and wherever it goes from the spending, right? Into either Fiserv or one of your banks or one of your exchanges. And we've been over how Tim Draper, we go to back to my X here. We've been over how Tim Draper, and we know he's connected to Zebec through Coinbase Ventures. We've been over how Tim Draper controls a ton of different exchanges. So through this, these are all the exchanges. Like, well, not all of them, but at least a lot of them that I can find. Through Draper Dragon, he has CoinDX, which is Indian. This one, which is Filipino, Swift Blockchain, and this one, which is Canadian. Same logo as Velo, by the way, but purple. So India, Philippines, China, Russia, Canada, Coinbase, and they're kind of everywhere. Robinhood with Bitstamp, Europe, Gemini, New York, Ripio, which is Latin America, Ledger, everywhere, Wire, everywhere, Lemon Cash, which is in Latin America, Onera, everywhere, institutional, and Revolut, which is Europe. All these exchanges this guy has a piece of. So having a piece of Zebec through Coinbase Ventures, he's controlling you getting the money paid to you instantly. You get it on a card and then you spend it, which is probably going to go either in one of these exchanges or one of the banks, which, of course, Mastercard, Visa. There we go. Right? So I think I made sense with that there. Crunch the like button for sure, and definitely like and subscribe. Damn, bro, how much ZBCN did you get? I got a good amount. You round tripping, Dr. Spinus. And then thank you again, T. Riley, for the super chat. Rashad Williams, IXS, and Lightlink. Shout out to Crypto Crossroads Show for that. Root. Should I buy Quant or ZBCN or ZBCN only? For me personally, again, I just split it down the middle when I have those type of choices. It's not financial advice, but you have to make that decision on your own. What's up, Koozie? Good show as always. Appreciate what you do for the communities. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Pissarro, Google search ARM Crypto on Google Images. ARM is built on ICP. ARM Crypto partners with Partnerbase. Shows Microsoft, Google, and main partners is ICP, Google, or Google for DLT. Well, I know they always said that they were that. And I'll have to do some more research into that and get back to you guys. I swear all my devices are just are just acting crazy. Weird. Which should we get the most of, XPR, metal? Yeah, see, this is the question I have for myself too, Gino. For me personally, I got more XPR and loan, but I could see people needing metal too. So for me, it goes XPR, loan, metal, MTL. But you have to make the decision for yourself how that goes for you, not financial advice. Selling 3 mil this cycle and holding 2 mil forever, which I'm currently staking. Let's go. ZBCN. Okay, so they're answering that. S or SHX. It's on fire sale right now, in my opinion. Mine too. Start that. Having a hard time staking, gave up. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with that. It works. It worked initially, and I have it staked. Let's see here. Got a decent wallet. Create a XPR account, then swap to buy some XPR. Let's go. Thank you for that, Yazid. You guys can get a decent wallet with my link. Link should be in the description. That's a nice way to help the channel. Brandy Hardy, anything for a middle blockchain comparison. So I tried to find something that was around that supply. Let's see if we can find it like kind of off the cuff here. Let's see if we can find it off the cuff here as far as like supply. Circulating supply. Okay, ADA 35 billion circulating. Okay, that might be a good comparison. ADA, right? And you know, ADA's gone as high as $2. That might be the best comparison right there. Okay, this might be the best comparison, ADA. Because we know ADA's been big in Africa. And it's gone from sub penny. It's gone from sub penny to, I don't know why they don't list it here. I was buying ADA like over here, like it's gone from sub penny all the way to multiple dollars, $2. So yeah, ADA might be a good comparison there. Let's see. XLM too. That's another one. Sub penny in 2015 all the way to 60 cents. It's been as high as 90. So ADA and XLM were really good comparisons. Caspa, I guess that's a good comparison too. Caspa went to 20 cents. Of course, that's mineable, so that might not be the best comparison too either. It's mineable. So I think we'll just stick with ADA and XLM as good comparisons. Does anyone have a Zebec card? Can you explain why you think it's going to $1 and when you think it'll hit? Just wondering, and I hope you're right. Well, WH, the thing is that it's in, okay, so there's a few different things that Zebec is hitting. So by hitting payroll can hit retirement, and they can also hit, of course, with the Zebec cards, you're hitting daily spending. So when you think about retirement funds, those are really diamond hand things, right? Because most people just put money in their 401k and they just don't look at it again. Like they might do loans against it, but that's another question. But, you know, of course, if they do loans against it, that's DeFi and that's loans. And, you know, you could do that too. You could do that too, right? But, yeah, so imagine, you know, Zebec, you're getting people paid instantly by the second. Imagine now that you're a company and you're competing with another company that offers Zebec. So So say I'm working at hospital A or hospital B, and I'm a nurse. And it's like, well, that company has instant payments, and you're a nurse and you worked a 12-hour shift, and now you want to go buy something. The nurse that's getting paid by Zebec, you can go buy something immediately. You can be on your shift ordering Amazon because you worked 2 hours or 3 hours and have that junk delivered to your house before you even get off the shift because you're getting paid instantly. Like, think about how a company can leverage that and say, we have instant payments and company B doesn't. Think how ahead of the game that's going to put company X ahead of company B. And now, okay, right? Not only are you offering the instant payments, you're offering retirement, and you're offering through ADP, right? Because ADP is their partner. My company uses ADP, and with ADP, you can do your 401k through them too. So now say, all right, I want to take a loan. I want to do DeFi against my 401k. I can instantly do a DeFi loan because through the KYC and the DID they already have embedded into my Zebec card. I can use my 401k as collateral for a loan that I can do instantly through DeFi through my card, which of course we see FinServe is already kind of getting their card together, getting it through payment, getting it with Circle, getting it with Mastercard, having the ability to settle 24/7, streamlined process. It's already kind of screaming a little Zebec there, right? And Circle and stable coins. So now you got it on the Zebec card where you've gotten paid instantly. You probably can get rewards from it, some certain type of rewards. You can say if let's say you have a certain amount of money on it at all times. And we know with Zebec also through USDY, they have yield-bearing stablecoins. Those haven't been totally ruled on yet on how that's going to work, but they have it. Ondo Finance. We're delighted to welcome Zebec into the Ondo ecosystem following an integration of USDY with Zebec's instant card and real-world asset payments technology. That right there is exactly what I explained with retirement funds. And you want to see how? We'll show you. We'll show you right now. We'll do it live. So, Ondo Finance. If you scroll down, these things aren't necessarily available in the US yet, but you can see they've tokenized Visa stock, they've tokenized Tesla stock, they tokenized stock funds like this iShares BlackRock fund, this whatchamacallit fund, this S&P 500 ETF. These are already tokenized. Now imagine through Ondo, which Zebec is already partnered with, already has an instant card with, already has real world payment technology with. Now imagine now they've tokenized your 401k onto that card. It's easy now to use that as collateral for loan. They already know. They have it there. It's easy now. So all of this is flowing through Zebec. And Zebec's buyback for their card, which make for their coin, right? That makes their coin deflationary, is tied into people using their card. So now, imagine now the nurse goes and uses the card. Now the fees are getting bought back or on the buyback for Zebec. So that's making the coin deflationary. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, so yeah. So they're saying, okay, how many cards? They're growing. They're getting more card volume. More cards issued, more volume on their cards. And imagine, again, we know they're getting together with Science Card where they're doing this at universities for university students, right? Who spends more than university students? Not too many people. Maybe nurses. Other than nurses, university students, right? But yeah, let me see if we can find that buyback area. So on here somewhere they have where the money that's flown through their cards is now bought back by the company. So it's essentially making the coin deflationary. So if you add all of that stuff up, okay, there we go. So Zebec announces the next round of token buybacks, projecting 50 million, which is basically 50K USD now. As always, buybacks are powered entirely by Zebec card revenue. So they're buying their coin back and basically making the coin deflationary. So what I basically said is, okay, instant payments for nurses, for school students, and every purchase makes the coin deflationary, so it makes it more rare. And it could possibly be tied into retirement funds and DeFi and loans. So like that to me leads to the coin possibly being worth $1 a day or one day, right? And the connections to Ripple, right? So all of that, everything that I just said there is why I think this coin can reach $1. Like it's really not hyperbole. I really think it can reach $1. And here's the buyback. Sorry, I didn't switch to that yet. Again, be very patient with me on that, guys. I appreciate it. And see, and here's one of their partners. If you look up the project Propy, they're putting real estate on a blockchain. So now you can use that card and buy a house. But you can almost buy that house instantly because there's no need to wait now 2 to 5 to 3 to 4 to 5 days for your banking stuff to clear and the other person's banking stuff to clear. If they have the Zebec cards and you guys are doing this through Zebec cards and Propy, it clears almost instantly, like that same day. Like imagine how how much real estate can move now if things could do that. But see, it's like all of this stuff together, which makes me think, okay, yeah, they can definitely reach $1. Is it this bull run? I don't know, but yeah, it can definitely do that. It can definitely reach $1. I heard you say it'll reach $1 with no explanation. Well, check out the shows where I specifically said, okay, Zebec can reach $1 because of this. I've had multiple shows where I've said that. And again, like what we just mapped out for you today is another reason why it could possibly reach $1 with them teaming together with companies like Fiserv and kind of white labeling out their technology to other companies and possibly being the backbone of that network. So, yes, but yeah, definitely check out. We have Zebec playlist, Zebec the Future Payroll, check out the shows where I said Zebec can reach $1 maybe because of this. Okay, there we go. Right, here's one right here. Zebec to $1 because of this. Check that show out. 14-minute show. There you go. Book Money. What's up, everyone? Love the updates. We are a halfway through the year. It's crazy to say. Let's go Zebec. And we just tipped over 1,000 viewers here. Gotta love that. 875 on X and 130 on 34 on YouTube. Definitely like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you appreciate the information, like and subscribe both on YouTube. We're monetized on YouTube. We're not on X yet. We want to be monetized on X. Definitely like and subscribe on X and YouTube. Okay, let's see here. What's up, everyone? Okay, there we go. We got that one. What's up, Sal M? Thanks for your teachings today on live. No problem. Seller with PayPal. I'm not sure what you mean by that, WM. SwiftC is the bomb, 100%. What's up, Swift Coin Hoarder? Mike L. Did Zebec partner with Polygon? They did. They did. Polygon is one of the networks they support. This is facts, guys. Xstocks now connects with TradeFly to blockchain. What's up, Fast Nickel? Zebec is a multi-screen monitor company, bro. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Multi-screen monitor company? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Soldiers of Judah or Soldier of Judah. What will ZBCN be this bull run? You know, I know you've been asked this a lot. Well, again, my price target 10 to 20 cents. I could see that. If I'm going really conservative, 5 cents. So 5 to 10 cents. Let's go there. Oh, Big Beautiful Bill passed. And note, Big Beautiful Bill. 222 if you take the letters, right? The B's. Big Beautiful Bill. 222. ISO 222. BBB. Better Business Bureau. like those, the BBB, that 222, that's definitely, that was, when they name these things, they name these things on purpose, bro. It's not by accident. What's your personal price prediction for ZBCN? Again, 5 to 10 cents. Frankie Lane. I always want to be conservative, guys, because you know you don't want to be the person that's like waiting for 50 cents and you haven't taken some profit. Okay, so again, do I think it can reach $1? I definitely do. But if you want to be conservative, you want to pick a spot where you can start to take profits. 5 to 10 cents would be a nice spot, right? But of course, it could go higher than that. You just have to keep watching, right? Again, one of the things someone pointed out earlier in the show is what happens if XRP comes out and says, okay, yeah, we're working with them. And I'm pretty sure that they're working with them. There's so many things that I've connected in past shows. If you guys want me to bring it back up tonight, I will. But yeah, if XRP says and ZBCN says, hey, we work with the XRP ledger, you're gonna see this thing skyrocket. Get 100 million ZBCN, so half at $1. What's up, Stay Away Joe or Stay Away Zoe? What's up, Strayway Zoe? What's up, man? I think who was it? Crypto Blood did something about the Zoes. What's up, man? You know, every Soldier of Judah, if it gets to 5 cents, of course, anything under a cent will be a great buy when it gets to 5 cents, right? Because when it gets to 5 cents, if you bought under a cent, you've 5x your money, right? So, damn, it's the only way to get your existential here if you do a super chat. No, I've been answering every message here. I have not even prioritized super chats, to be honest with you. I mean, some channels do that, but I'm actually going through and meticulously answering every comment. Is everyone enjoying FIFA Club World Cup? So much crypto advertising, 100%. I'd be a millionaire at 5 cents. Let's go, Frankie Lane. Is there estimated of 4.5 quadrillion amount of wealth on the earth? Now imagine if they reevaluate everything, tokenize the world on chain. Imagine 10 quadrillion flowing. Yeah, that's crazy to even think about. 10 quadrillion. That's amazing. Let's start that. Damn, you got 20 million ZBCN. Frankie Lana sick. What up, Rue? Getting in late from work. What's up, Pharmacopoeia? This is saying what happened to my friend. Told me about ZBCN when it pumped all the way from the start. For some reason, I just stored my savings in there. One day, I opened up my crypto to a 10x. Let's go. XPR as the answer always has been. What's up, Mr. Fufu? Screw Josie. What's up, Dave F? Screw Josie? Who are you talking about here? Josie. I don't know who you mean by that. What's up, Ron? 4 million for Ron here. Do you know much on Threshold? I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know Threshold. So XBR is Tito Jackson and XRP is Michael Shimon. You killing me, Phantom B. Killing me out here, bro. The little brother out here. Yeah, 100%. XBR and Metallicus look like smart contract audit firms similar to IRS or HMRC England. Interesting. It's July 2nd in Cannes, France. Any news on content from the Web3 meetup? Great show. Thank you, Red Ring 66. No news on that from me. XPR is the answer, promise you. XPR is the middle of the castle and has a small hook. Hooked XRP is XXRP, which is the XPR network. Interesting. Okay, let's go back to that picture right quick if we can. What's it? Bearable guy. Okay, let me. Just trying to open that image in a new tab. Try it one more time. Trying to open the image in a new tab to see if we can make it a little bit bigger there. Okay, there we go. Okay, XRP. Interesting. I don't know. I'm wondering what this whole white flag thing is about like out of the stronghold. Like, are they giving up? Like, why are you giving up? Then you got the purple road leading there. You got a key on this table. That's interesting. And this leading to a pearl. Unicorn with a purple horn. Zebec over here. All of this is interesting. This is very interesting. As long as we're not buying Telegram community coins, then we shouldn't have to worry about world pools. 100%, bro. 100%. Makes XRP gasless. Martin said he would buy 500 coins. One speed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If you think any bank is going to buy a fractional penny on a transaction using any crypto, you're out of your mind. Only gasless crypto is XRP. Gotcha. Or XPR. Excuse me. Bro, Martin tried to shake everyone out of the ZBCN bag. I saved that video, bro. He really seemed bitter that day. Oh man, that's crazy, man. Honestly, that guy, yeah, hey, that's it's up to people to figure out how they feel about him. But we're just gonna focus on the research here. Fam, I posted an article in Telegram. Only 15% of Bitcoin is left on exchanges. They always say that though. They always say that. They always say, "Oh, there's only 15% of Bitcoin left. There's only 10% of Bitcoin left." Like, I know you posted that in the Telegram, and I'm not trying to flood Bitcoin or anything like that, but they're always like, since like freaking 2021, 2020, like they always say that there's Bitcoin supply shock coming. Bitcoin supply shock coming. They always say that stuff. Am I wrong here? Has anyone else ever heard the whole Bitcoin supply shock thing every time? Right? But again, this time should be a little bit different because we do have ETFs. So ETFs actually have Bitcoin in their supply spot. So maybe this actually does have more bearing now, to be honest. But I've heard that more than one time. Something puts me off. XPR looks too obvious. Well, they make XPR hard to get. You can't get it except through their little metal pay app. So I think there's something there. Unless XPR is the friction that David Schwartz was talking about with the private ledger. Ooh, that's a good comment. The devil does things in reverse. Tell the public and show the public astronomical prices. XRP could be, man, could be. But I honestly think they're gonna all have their place. I know it seems like XRP is the one that people are like kind of blaring out. But when you think about it, a lot of people think cryptocurrency is a scam. A lot of people. And the people that they blare out to the children are all scam guys. The Andrew Tates, the what's her name? Haktua girl, the Logan Pauls, everything that's in their algorithm is scam coins, right? It's only us diehards that know, okay, XRP, and XRP is, David Schwartz, and how David Schwartz has always been with distributed ledger technology, and, everybody else is either thinking crypto is a scam, or they're chasing meme coins, or like, yeah, you really got to think about and how many people can even afford $2 XRP now since they pushed it to $2, right? It was 30 cents for the longest, and even 30 cents was high for a lot, right, of people. But again, if you think of it as gold, right, and if you think about how, if you bought one Bitcoin at $1,000, you're looking great right now, right? If you bought Ethereum when it was like $10, you're looking great right now, right? And this is why I say always have some blue chips in your portfolio, because those blue chips can turn into what, right? You know what I mean? Like they can just turn into something fantastic, right? So again, we look at it and we think, right? They're not going to let everybody get rich. But how many people can even afford $2 XRP? Think about that, right? So, being pioneers and being kind of first here, or being just people who own XRP and can see the vision, people that own ZBCN and can see the vision. How many people have just come out of the woodworks since we've been talking about it, trying to FUD ZBCN, right? This is the same thing that they did with Solana. This is the same thing they did with Bitcoin. This is the same thing they did with XRP. This is the same thing they did with Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum, nobody's gonna use it. It's too slow. You can't use it. The gas fees, but yet, what? We got $2,000, $2,500 Ethereum, right? Solana, there's nothing built on it. Blah 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 blah. Like it's a Russian guy who owns it or whatever, and we got $150, $170 Solana. Bitcoin, oh, nobody uses it. It's slow. There's so many things faster than it. And we got what? 107K Bitcoin. Dogecoin, it's a joke coin. It's just a dog. And Dogecoin went from sub penny to however many cents it is right now. This is the story, and this is the playbook every time. But the people who do their research, the people who know what they're holding, can say, okay, yeah, bro, you go ahead and say whatever you want to say. I'm good over here. I'm going to keep investing. You can go ahead and have your opinion. You can be an entertainer. You can have your whatever. I know what I'm invested in. I know what I did. I know the research I did. I don't care what anyone else has to say. That's my opinion, right? That's my opinion. What's yours? What's yours, right? But for me personally, I've seen the playbook so many different times where it's like, okay, yeah, but whatever. I know what I've done my research in. And I've seen it time and time again with Solana, Bitcoin, ETH, everything. So I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm at least holding for ZBCN for 3 years, 100%. No bank will settle transactions in crypto paying gas fees. I feel you, promise you. But they were already doing it. So like now they're gonna do it, and it's just gonna be a fraction of a penny or zero gas fees with XPR. Red Wing the Great. What's up, Rico Clean? XRP would not be XRP. I'm not. I think everything is going to have its role to play. XRP is going to play its role with central banks, with governments. Rothschilds do not hold XRP for nothing. That's just not for nothing, right? XRP is going to play its role, but so is XPR, and XPR is going to play its role with credit unions. So everybody's going to have their part to play. Stellar is going to be like universal Venmo. ZBCN is going to be the payroll app, and it's going to control things through payroll and through ADP. It's like upgraded ADP for now, right? Shout out to E for that phrase. It's like ADP 2.0 or ADP 3.0, right? Everybody's going to have their part to play. Swift blockchain is going to have its part to play and filtering money over to bricks, right? When they decide to do that. XCN is going to have its part to play with NASDAQ and JP Morgan and BlackRock. Everybody's going to play their part. There's too many things. There's too many moving parts. There's too many ledgers for not everybody. Like, it's too many ledgers for there just to be one blockchain to rule it all. And it's coming. It's coming. That show is coming. It's going to be a multi-blockchain future, guys, and everybody's going to have their part to play. And Quant's going to be the over ledger, marshaling everything and connecting everything, connecting XRP's ledger to Stellar's ledger to, Stronghold's ledger to Central Bank's ledger to this ledger to that ledger. Everybody has their part to play. The markets will dump late October because of the kids of death. Scorpio, but I'm still accumulating. Yep. So yeah, maybe it does. Maybe it does. Maybe there's a big rush here in July and August, and then it dips back down, and then in November it comes back up. But hey, we shall see. We shall see. Crypto Normie, swapping some of my cash to Zebec in the last few days for a run. Hopefully I can slot back for the long term. Excuse me. Definitely like and subscribe to both channels, guys, if you haven't already. Like and subscribe to my YouTube and like and subscribe to my X. We got 1,123 here. Doug Simpson, is Zebec going to bridge instant settlement? If so, we can't fathom price potential. Utility coins will be a class of their own, but we have nothing to compare it to. Yeah, we have nothing to compare it to because they're partnered with ADP. ADP is the biggest payroll provider in the world, especially in America, right? We have nothing to compare this to. They're going to get that, I think it was ISO. There was some specialized ISO that they're going to get that companies like won't even talk to you unless you have it. I think it was like 3007 or something like that. Refresh my memory, guys, if you know the ISO I'm talking about. But they're gonna get that specialized ISO. Who else can get that ISO? You have to be very, very, very compliant to get that ISO. They're about to get it. We have zero to compare this thing to. I wish I never faded XRP when it's a fraction of a penny. Oh, bro. I wish you didn't either, man. I wish I'd known about XRP when it's a fraction of a penny. When Zebec can hit 10 cents, I'm buying up my mom a card. That's cool. That's cool, man. That's cool, Rico. Start that, man. Rue, what's your price prediction for Swift this bull run? When do you start taking some profits? 33 cents. 33 cents. But again, if everything's gonna be what we think it is, what if Swift comes out and says they're related to XRP and they're doing some stuff with XRP? Maybe it goes beyond 33 cents, but 33 cents is where I'm gonna start taking profit. Hit her all day. What's up? I rolled all my quant into Zebec. When Zebec was much cheaper, I can rebuy all my quant back just off profits I made from Zebec. Wow. But I chose not to because I see a higher profit with Zebec. Wow. What's up, Tony S? Everything is on sale now, 100%. Chad Berry, ZBCN, Root, XLR will take XRPL to new heights very soon, 100%. Let's start that one. To the moon, yo from New Zealand. Let's go, New Zealand. I wanna go out there and see the Maori people and things like that. Yeah, wanna go down there one day. If they're gone through this much effort to have 1,700 NDAs, do you honestly think it's going to stay cheap? Less than 1% of the world population know about this. Exactly. Star that, Pizarro. That's what I'm saying. Like, we think because we're in this ecosystem, like, man, they can't have all of us get rich. Really? Like, can they? But then when you really think about it and you just ask just day-to-day people, most people think cryptocurrency is BS. And there's a reason for that because that's what most of the mainstream news tells them. But then can you blame them? Because that is what most of the mainstream news tells them, right? Right? You have to be a person who's willing to look between the lines. You have to be a person that goes beyond just the mainstream media and willing to dig and grind for research to say, oh, okay, I see what this is. This is banking 2.0. This is banking upgraded, to use the whole "let me upgrade you" Beyonce song, right? This is banking upgraded. That is what cryptocurrency is. And then if you think about it that way, that's why they had to obfuscate. That's why they had to bring out all these different scams to throw people off the scent. Because if people really knew what cryptocurrency was, everybody would be investing. If people really knew what XRP was, like we do, everybody would be investing. If people really knew what ZBCN was, like we do, everybody would be investing. So that's why they have to say, that's why they have to have Larry Fink come out and say, well, none of my people none of my clients want crypto. Because if he didn't, everybody would go out and buy it. Like, that's the sad truth of it. That's the real sad truth of it, is that they have to obfuscate or misdirect people, because otherwise everybody would be buying it. That's the sad truth. That's the real sad truth of it. Yes, continue. Lido Dow 76 cent high, 645. What's up, Chad Berry? Sun Moon's 47.74. XRP is not a smart token. But yeah, the smart technology, they're doing that through Flare. So Flare is going to do the DeFi for XRP. That's going to be its role. So again, remember, everybody has to play their part. That's Flare's part. What is considered dirt cheap to the bank? Exactly. What's cheap to the bank? What's cheap to everybody that owns the money or controls the money? Like, what's really cheap to them? That's a good point. Bags have been full of XRP working on what they're building. 100%. Straightway Zoe, bro, I'm throwing my XRP into DeFi and moving overseas. Bro, that might be the play for me too, bro. 100%. Let me start that. For real. Because when you look overseas and how the dollar stretches in certain different countries like the Philippines and Mexico, like if you're in a safe area, right? You don't want to be in a cartel area or whatever, or an area where it's dangerous, but there are safe areas. There are expat areas of the Philippines, of Mexico, of ton of different countries where your dollar really stretches. So yeah, that might be something I look into myself. Dripping with knowledge. Let's go, GT Nuts. Appreciate you, brother. Chainlink has way more use cases. Well, Chainlink is definitely a good coin for sure. And that's going to be one that people, like, they're already doing it. But again, you would be kind of late to Chainlink, right? Where people bought Chainlink at dollars. You know what I mean? Like, if we bring up its chart, people bought Chainlink at like dollars. And you can stake Chainlink right now, right? And get passive income. That's what's going to be happening for all of these coins, really, right? But let's see here. You could have bought Chainlink for like 57 cents in 2018, 2017. So there's people right now just getting mad passive income off of Chainlink right now that bought in this area. A mere, how long ago was that? 7 years ago. There's people just bankrolling from passive income that they're getting from Chainlink. This could be us with ZBCN, XRP, Hedera, XLM, XCN, Quant, right? Oh, I wasn't sharing it. Sorry. Here we are. So people getting mad interested in this that bought it here under $1 7 years ago. They will definitely be ISO compliant before 11/22. Heck, they might be ISO compliant now, as much as we know. See ya, OG Crypto. Have a good one. ZBCN is ISO loan too. Yep. I see great things happen for us. What's up, Crypto Gamma TT? All praises to the Most High, but who will pay the interest? I'm new to who will pay us the interest? There are plenty of platforms out here where they pay interest for cryptocurrency. Just Coinbase. Coinbase will offer you 4.4% interest on USDC. So all you have to do is have USDC sitting in a certain spot on their account. They don't even like force you to lock it up like a CD or cash, different like fiat interest things where you get bonds and stuff like that. No, don't even force you to lock it up. You just put it in a certain place on Coinbase, and your USDC now gives you 4.4% interest. Uphold has some of the same thing for USDC. They also do it for Ripple USD, right? Where they will give you interest on that stable coin. And the reason and what people do that for stable coins is like you can see that these cryptos are erratic, right? Where, even though you can see from the Chainlink chart that we're showing, it's always been trending up. But, say if you bought here, you would want to sell into stablecoin, and now you just earn interest off of that stablecoin because it's going to stay stable to $1 or whatever, right? So that's why people will eventually, pick a point. Even if you pick the point right here, like, okay, if you bought at 15 cent, if you bought at 51 cent and you chose to cash out right now and now just started to earn interest off a stablecoin, you could. ISO token will only be function when Web3 is ready. Well, in a sense, you could say Web3 is here now. We got, all these AIs popping up. We got these phones, these iPhones. They're like always recording. Is Web3 not ready? That would be my question. What's up, Jose De La Torre? What's up, Rue? LA sends its love. Appreciate it. Saw your early videos with Max on Metallicus. That's the second time I heard the JP Morgan connection. Crypto Future also mentioned it as well. ZBCN, let's go. Yep, Crypto Future, that's my guy too. Shout out to Rob Mass. Let's go ahead and bring up his channel here. Definitely appreciate Crypto Future out here in these on this channel. Let's bring up Crypto Future. Hopefully it'll go to his YouTube. There we go. Okay. Well, it's not. Let's go. If you go to my channel and you go to all the way down here, you go to channels that I follow, and Crypto Future is one of those channels. So definitely check out Crypto Future if you haven't already. Shout out to Crypto Future. Zebec is huge. That's for sure bigger than XRP. This is not a moonshot. This is aiming for a serious star. Orion's belt. Ooh, yeah. I'm liking that comment. The amount of money on chain will make you sick of money. 100%, bro. ZBCN is able to do 100K TPS up, down, left, right, high speed. Wow. What about Jasmine? I'm good with Jasmine. I like Jasmine. Definitely Max talks more Jasmine than I do though. So definitely check out Max for Jasmine. Jasmine is not worldwide use case, just Japan. Yeah, I know they're Japanese, but there are some you know, they do connect to Swift blockchain, and Swift blockchain is China, and in America they're also an American coin too. But there are many use cases for that too. But yeah, definitely check out Max for Jasmine. Yep. Start that. Digibyte, I don't invest in Digibyte that much. I haven't done much research into it, but I know it is a sleeper out there too. Let's see here. What's up, Max? What's up, Rue Crew? Smash that like button. Let's go, Rue. I shared your channel earlier, Max. Mastercard and Visa owns all crypto through crowdfunding indirectly. 100%. I think so too. Amazon uses ADP with bank card. I work at a warehouse. They're nice. All right, guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all of these comments. I got a $6 super chat from Pharmacopoeia. Appreciate it. Oh wow, there's a lot more super chats down here. Okay, let me get to these super chats, and then I gotta go. My voice is going out on me here, and yeah, there's the ISO. Thank you. Howdy, Rue. You talking about ISO 27001? Thank you, Hop Tire. That is what I'm talking about. The one that Zebec is getting there. Can you explain the meaning of the picture? I have. There's a show where I explained the meaning of the picture. We can definitely go over it on another show. I'm like losing my voice out here, guys. What's up, Lost Treasure? You can go look for. All right, guys. I got to get out of here. I'm so sorry. I can't do any more comments. We're at almost 3 hours this show. What's up? What's up, D Black? I was mentioning you, brother. And the Baltimore accent. Definitely follow our brother D Black over here. Let me go to his X before we get out of here. Let's see here. Okay, where we? Okay, I did not mean to do that. I meant to continue to share. 1 second here. Okay. Let's go do that. Okay, here we go. Follow, I got D Black out here. Great follow for ZBCN and others. Bro's been doing spaces with Mike Loves Utility Cryptos. You'll catch me in those spaces from time to time. So definitely go check out our brother D Black over here, our Baltimore brother. But yeah, sorry y'all. I gotta I gotta get out of here and get some food, and my voice is going on me. 12 1210 here, guys. I'm really excited to see that on the X and on the YouTube. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you can go over to the YouTube and put in Fiserv. If you're late to the show, you might not. Why is he saying Fiserv? Definitely go back and catch the recording. This was huge news. Okay, so definitely go back to the beginning so you can see the news that we put out here. Nobody has talked about this. I promise you, nobody has talked about this. And if anybody else talks about it, I would really appreciate it if you share the channel around. We are trying to grow. Definitely like and subscribe on the YouTube and on the X if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much. We're out of here. Peace.